Age of Mythology is a real-time strategy game from Ensemble Studios, developers of the Age of Empires series. The game is a spin-off of Age of Empires and has a similar style of play. You will spend your time gathering resources, building cities, creating armies, and attacking enemies. However, Age of Mythology differentiates itself through its emphasis on Greek, Egyptian, and Norse mythologies. The fictional nature of the game makes for some great entertainment, since watching Medusa fight a colossus never really gets old.
Father, they stole the trident! What?
The single-player campaign follows Atlantean Admiral Arkantos as he travels through the game's 3 cultures in pursuit of a Cyclops who is working to destroy Atlantis. The story is entertaining and well-designed, despite being a bit hard to follow at times. Almost every god and creature from the game's database of lore takes part in the story, yet in a way that doesn't feel contrived. An abundance of plot twists make for an engaging experience, and certainly kept me on my toes throughout the campaign's 32 scenarios.
I have come upon the earth, and with my 2 feet taken possession.
Although the single-player campaign is certainly fun, the bulk of Age of Mythology's entertainment lies in the multiplayer mode. The game has a thriving community 10 years after its release. Unfortunately, December of 2011 marked the end of support for new online accounts through the game's online service ESO. But don't cry yourself to sleep just yet. You can still play the game online for free through services such as GameRanger or Voobly. Age of Mythology Heaven is a quality site for those looking to learn more about the game. There are forums and facts for beginners, as well as mod tools and strategy guides for more advanced players. If you haven't been already, I highly recommend a visit. If you're against multiplayer for some reason, you're in luck. Random Map provides you with the same experience as multiplayer, just offline with CPU players instead. Random Map places you with up to 7 other players on a randomly generated map where you fight for total conquest. The 3 separate cultures, Greek, Egyptian, and Norse, each have 3 major gods, making for a grand total of 9 to choose from. As in Age of Empires, your goal is to advance civilizations through various ages so that you can defeat your opponents. Each age is marked with the alliance of a minor god who gives you access to certain units and powers based on their specialties. Thoth, for instance, gives you access to a meteor strike which can be devastating to enemy forces. The battle system is a slightly more complex version of the rock-paper-scissors fighting in Age of Empires. Infantry are countered with cavalry, who are countered by archers, just like before. However, the introduction of myth units and heroes provides a twist to this formula. Myth units, things like giants and trolls, are deadly to human soldiers, which includes all of the aforementioned units. These beasts are countered by heroes, such as Hercules, who are in turn vulnerable to human units. Producing effective armies will occupy much of your time, and knowing the details of what counters what can be very time-consuming. The rest of your experience will be spent managing your economy. Just like Age of Empires, villagers are used to obtain food, gold, and wood. However, Age of Mythology provides the addition of favor. Favor is used to build mythological units and heroes, and is acquired differently depending on the civilization being used. Greeks pray at a temple, Egyptians build monuments, and the Norse fight. This creates strong differences in each culture's style of play. For example, you will find yourself attacked often when playing against the Norse because of their need to battle for favor. Outside of methods for gaining favor, each mythology is still very distinct. Units, buildings, and upgrades all reflect their respective cultures perfectly. Almost every god and monster from the 3 mythologies can be found in the game, from popular characters like the Minotaur and Cyclops to obscure things like walking trees. Clicking on almost anything in the game will allow you to open up a detailed explanation on it, so you can learn about the legends you haven't heard before. Age of Mythology is certainly one of the most balanced RTS titles I have ever played, especially considering how diverse each civilization is. Everything is streamlined and works effectively, mostly due to what Ensemble has learned from their previous work on Age of Empires. Controls are intuitive and easy to learn, whether you've played RTS games before or not. This game is certainly old and may not be readily available, but if you can get your hands on it through whatever means possible, it would definitely be worth your time.